AAA also has some tips they want to share as we head into what they call the last hurrah of summer. In Northern News Now's Hannah Morgan joins me in studio this morning to share what exactly AAA had to say and what tips they had, Hannah.
Yeah, for sure. So yesterday I spoke to Nick Jarmusz, who is with Wisconsin AAA, and he says the best day to travel by car to beat traffic would have been yesterday, but he doesn't expect this holiday to be as busy as Memorial Day or Independence Day. Now, AAA says many travelers are staying closer to home and taking road trips or trips to nearby beaches or national parks. He says that Monday would be the best day to travel by car, with today being the busiest.
Certainly Friday is going to be the busiest day on the road, as you have folks who are heading out for their holiday weekend, mixing in with folks who are still doing their regular Friday afternoon commute, and really creating the biggest crunch out there on the road.
He says that the earlier you leave, the better, although there is still a chance to have that morning commute rush. And he wants to remind drivers to get enough sleep so you can drive with a clear and awake mind. And for road updates, check the 511 app for both Minnesota and Wisconsin. And it seems like the region will have pretty good weather for traveling. Brendan, what can people expect out there?